Hey guys, it's me Hunter, and I just talked to my clinician from Planned Parenthood. So I want to tell you a little bit about what they said there. I talked to two different people, the intake worker and a nurse. So I'm gonna do a video right now about that, and I'm gonna show you some kittens because my cat had kittens. So I want to show you the kittens too. And I want to tell you something important that I didn't know. So the last time I was tested for testosterone, my testosterone levels, my hemoglobins, if you know what a hemoglobin is, that's my red blood cell count, and they were too high, and they were way too high, like really high, like 1800, over 1800. That's a lot. So they didn't take me off testosterone, but I was on 100 milligrams before uh, for about 8 months, and then when I was tested, they noticed from the blood work that they were too high, so they brought me down to 80 milligrams, which that's still a lot of testosterone going into my body. So I was a little disappointed that I wasn't on 100 milligrams. That would be zero point 0.5. I wasn't on zero point 0.5 anymore. They brought me down to zero point 0.4, and I'm injecting sub-Q into my stomach. And so now they've ordered me another test. I'm going to take it on Wednesday. I'm going to the hospital and going into the lab there and getting my lab work done there. And so they're going to test. And so what the clinician told me was, I didn't know this before. She said to drink plenty of water, lots of water, because if a person's dehydrated, then that raises the red blood cell count and the hemoglobins, which I didn't know that, and I didn't drink a lot of water last time I was tested. So I mean, that could have been the reason it was too high, or it could have been something else. Um, Also, if your hemoglobins are too high, uh, find a blood bank somewhere and give blood. And I did call the Red Cross. They don't come here that often. And then they were supposed to call me when they were going to come, and they didn't call me. So I didn't really get on that and call them back and say, you guys didn't show. What happened? So I'm going to be giving my blood tomorrow, and without, I didn't go to the Red Cross, so I didn't give blood. So I'm a little anxious. It's going to be high. But the clinician, I said, well, what am I going to do if it's high? Are you going to take me off of it? What are you going to do? And she said, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And she thought they would just take me down a notch again, to 0.3, which I don't want to. That's where I started at. I don't want to have to go down to 0.3 or take a shot every other week. But I'll do what I have to do, and then I'll find a blood bank. She told me there's some blood banks near me. They're not that close, because I live out in the middle of nowhere, so nothing's that close, really. But there's a couple blood banks about 30 miles away. So I'm going to have to do that. But I'm going to try to drink a lot of water, and all I can do is hope for the best. So that's my advice to you guys if you're getting ready to be tested. Drink plenty of water, even the whole week before you go to give your blood work, and that should help you guys. So I wanted to say that, and you're welcome. I'm going to show you the kittens, my cat. We thought this cat we have was going to have at least 6 kittens, but she had only 4. So I'm going to show you the kittens. You're going to give me the kittens now. Here's they were born this morning at 10 a.m. This is a little. I think he's gonna be a little orange tabby. He looks beige right now, and he's really cute. Actually, I don't know the gender. I say he. Well, I don't know the gender. Look, I can check the bottom. I think it's a little boy. I think we have a little boy. And he's pretty cute. And give me the white one. There's two ones that color. Beige, I guess. But he'll probably get a little darker because we've had kittens that color before. Is this a white one?
No, that's a beige. The other beige.
Why am I showing two beige? They look the same. This one looks exactly like the other one. There he is. And his little body. Born in a box at 10 a.m. Sorry for my hair. And I'll be getting a haircut. I don't know, soon I hope. That's going to be a big chop. I probably won't get it cut real short because I don't like real short hair on me.
That was very boisterous.
Is this a white one?
Yes.
This does not look white.
It's the white.
Yeah, he's white. It's what? So this, we have a Siamese flame point. They're white Siamese cats with blue eyes and red tails, and they're a rare breed. They're called flame points. You can always Google that because a lot of people don't think they're a real breed, but they are. They're just extremely rare. And our tabby cat got knocked up by two different male cats. Obviously she got knocked up by our flame point Siamese because this is all white. And I kept trying to see the tail. Looks like it's flame point. If it's striped, then it's flame point. Yeah, it's gonna be another flame point, which I can sell when he or she is around 8 weeks. I can't tell the gender right now. Just too tiny. For about $100. There you go. So one more. It's gonna look just like that. Two white ones and two beige ones, which could, like I said, when they get older, the beige ones can start looking more orange. Boy, this has got a loud mouth. Loud mouth. The eyes should open in about 4 weeks. Yeah, we're showing your ass. And the ears will be red as well. Right now they're pink. Well, they look white in the camera here, but they see the pinkish and the pink noses. Let's see what gender you are. This could be a female. You could be a little girl. They don't know what's happening to them, so they're yelling. There you go. So yeah, I'm going. But like I said, my truck froze over, and I'm gonna wait until it thaws before I try to start it again, because I don't want to cause any damage to it if I haven't already. And then I'm going to have to take a bus. I hate riding buses. To the hospital, to the lab, so I get to the lab there and get my blood work done. Fingers crossed, I'm going to say a big prayer tonight that my blood work turns out okay. And since they brought it down to 80 milligrams, they said it's possible that my hemoglobins will be in the average range, then they can bring it back up again to 100 milligrams. I don't need to be on 100, but I would like to be. If I'm not, I'll be okay with that. If I'm still on 80 milligrams, it's okay. I mean, things are working out. And they ask questions, they have to. Um, like, am I having any emotional problems being on testosterone, anger issues, low libido? They did ask that. Uh, and of course, I said no to low libido. I said high libido. Did you say low or high? Because I really didn't hear that. It was I did a FaceTime with the clinicians. Um, Definitely not low libido. Definitely high libido. But they didn't say anything. They just don't want you to have a low libido. They want to know, do you have a lot of acne? They ask questions like that. Hair loss. And they asked, did I have a voice change? I thought that was funny. But they have to ask it. And I said, no, absolutely not. I said, no. And then I said I was kidding. And did I have facial hair? And I said, absolutely not. No facial hair whatsoever. And they thought that was funny. Um, what else? Body hair. I said, yeah, I had more body hair. And all the changes and everything. They just wanted to know if I was comfortable. And I think that's a great place to go if you need to get on testosterone. Go to Planned Parenthood. If you can't get on it and you're having trouble getting on it, give them a call. There should be one near you, like a theater near you. There's a theater, Planned Parenthood near you. Give them a call. If you can't find a doctor that will help you out. That's what I did. I needed a letter of psychiatry to see a different doctor, and I could have done that too, but it was kind of a hassle. It was a far drive. It was a long haul. And Planned Parenthood, somebody told me about Planned Parenthood in town, actually, a transgendered female. So it's a person that I met here in town, male to female. So she told me about Planned Parenthood. She said, well, I go to Planned Parenthood. That's where I go. Because I didn't know where to go to start transitioning. So that's where I ended up going. It was an hour drive there, hour drive back, but it was worth it. And if that hadn't worked out, there was another place that I was going to go, which is a couple hours out, a little bit further out, which I didn't have to end up going there because it was far, but I would have gone there to get on it. I'm trying to think of what it was called, but I can't remember what it was called. It doesn't matter. Endocrinologist, but I just don't remember where it was. But I needed a letter of psychiatry, so it would have been kind of a hassle to have to go, which I did call around and found out I could make an appointment to see the psychiatrist and then get my letter, and I don't know when I would have gotten it because I don't know how they operate there. I believe I would have gotten it probably the same day, but who knows? I mean, the psychiatrist could ask you to come back numerous times, and I didn't want to have to go through that. And Planned Parenthood does have a counselor there whom will talk to you. They will talk to you there and then see if they think you're ready to go on T. And that's what I did. And I said, I'm ready. You guys, get me ready. And they have to ask a billion questions first, of course. They want to know you're not crazy or something. They want to know you're not some kid that's just trying to get on it to follow a trend, and that does happen. I don't care. Some trans guys I've seen on YouTube, that was a while ago, I don't watch them anymore, and they were saying, oh, it's impossible to just want to start a trend. You're either trans or you're not. That's false information. Not everybody is actually transgendered who wants to go on testosterone or whatever female hormones to become female. Not everybody's right in the head, put it that way. and not everybody does it for the right reasons. And you can watch people that have detransitioned to figure that out too. But it's just common sense that kids are, when I say kids, I'm talking about really young teenagers. Their brains haven't even developed yet. Your brain's not supposed to be fully developed to the age of 26, and even that I'm not so sure about. But you have to know and be 100% sure what you want and what you're doing before you take a potent uh, substance like testosterone, because that's for life. That's going to change how you sound and how you look, and possibly some people say they don't get any changes. I don't understand that, but more than likely you're going to get changes. So you're gonna want to make sure you're going to be 100%. And if a doctor, you need a doctor to help figure that out. And these people that have transitioned, they've seen psychiatrists, and they still got on testosterone just to find out later on in life, maybe 2-3 years down the road, that wasn't for them, that they really weren't they really weren't the other gender. And I don't understand that either. One person said they got on testosterone because they they didn't want guys looking at them anymore as a female, and a man on the internet was pestering them. And I thought, the internet, really unbelievable stuff. So you have to be sane, man. You have to be sane. You can't just be crazy, or whether that person was crazy or not, I don't know. What I'm saying is, you don't go on it just because you don't want men looking at your body. You know, you want to be male for the wrong reasons. But if you feel that's what you want to do, is be, I don't want to go into that. I just think that you shouldn't go on it. If you're not, if you feel like if you were born female and you feel like your brain is still female, but you just don't want men looking at you, then you're not you're not male. Then you're not transgendered. That's all I saw. It's common sense. Because if you have to detransition, well, like this one person detransitioned because they realized they were born again Christian. Okay, well that was, and they're fine with it now. I mean, yeah, they have sort of a low voice. It wasn't really, didn't sound like it really got that low in the first place. But they already had top surgery. They had their breast removed, so now they have to wear falsies or padded bra. I don't know what's going on at the top there, but they said they're fine now. They just did the wrong thing. That was that person. So I'd hate for that to happen too. I mean, could you imagine? Um, I don't know. I'm a born again Christian, and I'm not going to detransition because I think I did the wrong thing. So, but I don't. But with them, they weren't a born again Christian in the first place. So they actually transitioned into a male, and then realized they they found God, and they realized they believed it was wrong. They thought God was telling them that what they did was wrong, and it was a sin, and that God didn't want them to be a different gender, so they didn't want them to be male or her to be male. So I thought that was interesting, and so she just, I don't know, she just grew her hair out and put makeup back on and changed her name back to female, a female name, and shaved her beard, and I don't know, I don't know. I hate to have to do all that. Um, yeah, so just make sure you know what you're doing. If you're not 100%, keep talking to somebody, keep seeing a therapist, and make sure. Okay, so wish me well. I'm gonna get tested tomorrow. Well, either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then I'll let you guys know when I get my results back. I'm gonna go. Peace and have a good weekend. Hunter out.